Well, it's time to listen to our story. And one of the collections that I like is The Three Little Pigs. There are many versions of The Three Little Pigs, but it's really interesting to read each one of them and do the voices of the wolf. I'm going to begin with this one, The Three Little Pigs by Bonnie Dobkin. And we're going to learn the names of the three pigs that are in the story. Let's begin. Once upon a time, three little piglets lived in a small cozy home with their mother. Their names were Porter, Perry, and Parker. Porter was a relaxed sort of pig. He liked to play, eat, and sleep. Perry was a creative type of pig. He had lots of ideas, but he didn't always finish what he started. So this is Porter. This is Perry. And Parker was a thoughtful little pig who worked hard and did everything just the way he was supposed to. This kind of annoyed his two brothers. Well, the three little piglets got older and older and bigger and rounder. And one day their mother made a decision. "You've grown too big for this little house," she said. "It's time for you all to go off into the wide, wide world and build homes of your own." So the three pigs packed their bags and got ready to leave their too cozy home. "Any advice for us, Mother?" asked Parker. "Why, yes," she said their mother. "Watch out for that no good big bad wolves who's always skulking around. So be careful with that wolf." That's what she said. "And remember, always work hard. Remember to plan. And whatever you do, do the best you can." The three pigs kissed their mother goodbye. Then they trotted out of the house, down the road, and out of the village. Before they had gone very far, they came to a field full of golden haystacks. "You know," said Porter quickly, "I think I'll build my house with straw. It's a nice color and the house will be easy to build." See the hay? "I'm not sure this is a good plan," said Parker. "Will it be warm enough? Will it keep out the rain? Will it? What will happen when the wind is strong?" Very good question, right? Porter rolled his eyes. "It will be great. It will be a great house," he said, "and I'll still have time to play when I am done." "Then good luck to you," said Perry and Parker, and they continued down the road. Making a house from straw, how does Porter feel? How does Porter feel about making a house of straw? Does he feel great? I think he does. Why did he roll his eyes at Parker? I don't like that at all, but he did roll his eyes at Parker. It's an expression of being annoyed, bothered. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be told what to do. And one of the things that kids do, which bothers me a lot, is rolling their eyes. When I was a kid, we were not allowed to do any of those things. So rolling an eye now is like something new, but it should not, because it's kind of disrespectful what other people are saying to you. That is a good advice, and especially if it's coming from your mother, father, or your brothers and sisters. Soon Parker and Perry came to a shady grove of trees. "You know," said Perry, "I think I'll build my house of logs. Logs are strong, and I can paint them different colors." "That sounds like a good plan," said Parker, "if you finish what you start." "I will," said Perry, and he waved as Parker continued down the road. So Parker left, and Perry is going to make his house made out of logs. So he started picking up sticks, not really logs. Perry stood and looked up at the trees. He said, "Cutting down those trees would take a long time. I'll just build my house from the sticks on the ground instead." And that's exactly what he did. He made them from sticks, not logs, like he said to Parker. What do you think about Perry building a house from sticks? Do you think that is a good idea? I think it is, but is it strong enough? Is it like the hay? Or do we need something better than that? Shall we? Further down the road, Parker was busily planning his house. He bought bricks and stone and mortar for the walls. He bought strong oak planks for the doors. He worked on the house for days and days, but when he was done, he felt happy. "Mother would be proud," he said. "I worked hard and I made my house the best it could be." And that is a house made out of bricks. Now, what none of the pigs realized was that someone very bad knew that they had left their mother's house. And who do you think that someone was? Yes, it was the no good big bad wolf. And here we go. First, the wolf went to Porter's house. He saw bundles of hay held together by rope, and he saw Porter Pig outside napping in the sun. "Hello, Pig," said the wolf. Porter opened his eyes, squealed, and jumped to his feet. He ran into his house, pushed the door shut, and hid under his bed. Now, said the wolf, "I only want to have a chat." "Ha!" said Porter. "I know a hungry wolf when I see one." And if you see his tongue slapping his lips, means he's really ready to have a feast on Pig. "It really doesn't matter," said the wolf. Little pig, let me come in." "Are you kidding?" said Porter. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." And guess what? The wolf stepped back, then he huffed and he puffed and he blew with all his might. The straw house flew apart. The wolf pounced. The pig bounced. But Porter squealed and ran. Hmm, said the wolf. Unfortunate. What happened to the straw house? What happened? It disappeared. It vanished. Wind can really destroy hay. Did you notice any damage on the house? Damage means nothing that can be fixed, that it was destroyed. Yes, the whole house was completely damaged. So now, let's go to the next house. The next day, the wolf decided to try again. He strolled down the road until he saw a flimsy house made of sticks and twigs. Perry was lying in a hammock outside. "Hello, my little piggy," said the wolf. Perry jumped up in fright. He ran inside his shaky house and pushed a dresser against the door. "Ah," said the wolf. "Does he really think that is going to help?" He cleared his throat. little pig, let me come in." "No way," said Perry. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." And this is made out of sticks, boys and girls. So watch what happens. The wolf stepped back. He took 2 huffs and he took 2 puffs, and then he blew with all his might. And look what happened to his stick house. Sticks and twigs swirled in the air. The wolf pounced, the pig bounced, but Perry squealed and ran. "They just won't do," said the wolf. So, what happened to the stick house? Exactly, it blew away just like the hay. Did you notice any damage? It's flying. Look. It's like a tornado. Literally. So here we go. Let's see what happens in the next house. But the wolf knew there was still one more brother to visit. He strolled down the road until he saw a house made of stone and brick. Parker was digging in a garden outside. "Hello, friend pig," said the wolf. "Don't you friend pig me," said Parker. "Leave now, or you'll be sorry." "I doubt it," said the wolf. Parker went inside and slammed the door. The wolf heard 3 locks locking and 4 shutters slamming. Thus he stood back. Little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." "Go ahead and try," said Parker. Now remember, this is made out of brick. This is made out of brick. Let's see what happens, because this is not sticks and this is not hay. The wolf huffed 3 times. He puffed 3 times. And then he blew with all his might. Nothing happened. "That's a surprise," said the wolf. Now he huffed and he puffed 4 times, and then he blew it again with all his might. Still nothing. The wolf tried again and again and again. "This is not going at all the way I expected," he said. So now that he did not get it that way, was it making a house from bricks now? How does Parker feel after he made a house out of bricks? Yes, he feels safe. And that's what's really important. Why is Parker so confident in the house he made? Well, one thing is that the wolf is not going to come out. It's not going to come in, I'm sorry. He's going to try, but he's not going to get there. Let's see the end of the story and find out. Finally, the wolf fell flat on his back, puffing and wheezing. He heard the shutter creak open. I knew my house would stand up to that no-good wolf, said Parker. I'm just glad he didn't think about coming down the chimney. The shutter slammed shut. So he's giving him a clue. Go up the chimney and catch me. So look what he did. The chimney, whispered the wolf, springing to his feet. Of course. He sneaked to the side of the house and saw a pile of boxes stacked against the wall. This makes it even easier, he chuckled. He climbed up the boxes. He crept across the roof. Then he jumped into the opening and slid down the chimney. And what you're going to see is not a wolf eating a pig. That I can tell you. But down below, water bubbled in the big black kettle that was hanging in the fireplace. Parker threw more wood onto the roaring fire. Here I come, little pig, said the wolf. You weren't so clever after all. Oh, no, said Parker. The wolf landed in the kettle with a loud kaplunk. Water steamed and boiled around him. The wolf howled in pain and shot right back up the chimney. So you see, you should never pick on a pig that's that smart. And it says the water had boiled off half of his fur. That's why it's red. Oh no, cried the wolf. He was so embarrassed that he left the country never to be seen again. Porter and Perry moved in with their brother, and they lived happily ever after. And the question is, take a good look at the wolf. What happened to him? Why is he running? Look, his skin is burned by the boiling water, so he has no fur, so he's red and burnt. And that is the end. Boys and girls, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.